I am Jason Gorber for ThatShelf.com, and we're here to look at the latest record, somewhere in this box, from David Gilmour.
Big shelf.
David Gilmour, guitarist for Pink Floyd for many decades now, has a new release. And I was slightly hesitant to pick this one up, but I've heard from the grapevine, heard from many people that this is actually an album worth celebrating. I watched the Rick Beato video, so I saw a couple of clips from it, and I thought, you know what, whatever. Time's short. It's time to actually add to the collection of celebrating some of the stuff. I mean, God, if I'm spending money on the Roger Waters nonsense, the least I can do is actually pick up some of Gilmour. And actually, some of his solo work I actually really do quite enjoy. And this one was worth celebrating in this particular package. It seemed like a good price that I got it at, and something worth actually digging into. So we're going to crack open. This is how it actually shipped in this sort of largest box. And so we'll crack it open and see what we have inside. As always, there's all these deluxe editions and colored vinyl versions, etc. But what I usually want is to get the best version of vinyl possible, but also the best version on digital possible. And usually that means having to buy two sets. The Beatles do that all the time. It's like that there's a digital set and then there's a vinyl set. And to get, let's say, the Atmos or the multi-channel mix, you actually have to buy two boxes. So as crazy as it is, for people like me, getting something like this all at once is a very, very good thing. So yeah, just a regular sort of shipping box. But inside here we have Luck and Strange, the latest record from David Gilmour. The deluxe LP box, 2 LPs on heavyweight 180 gram vinyl. LP1 is the record, LP2 is the 5 bonus tracks, and the Blu-ray, the Dolby Atmos and high-resolution stereo mixes, as well as a photography book, 68-page hardback book of exclusive photographs taken by Polly Sampson, who's his partner and lyricist, or at least contributing lyricist, during the recording of the album, produced by David Gilmour and Charlie Andrew. So much of this, as per many interviews, is done recorded in the barn and around. It's interesting, like people like him. I think of Gabriel. I think of Neil Young. These people that have turned the art of sort of look. Everybody's doing like laptops in their bedroom now, but it's these sort of old rockers that always had demos that rivaled stuff that other people put on their actual finished records. The ability to actually take the time and actually do it in a slightly more controlled environment, something that they have access to, is quite wonderful. So there's our sticker, which we're going to keep. And I'll find a way here. It has one of these back cards that gives sort of a layout of what's there, including, so the stereo mix is $24.96, and then the full Atmos book and the that. So behind this, which was on the back, right? So here's the box, here's the back. If I lift this away, you have a slightly pensive photo, shall we say, of Mr. Gilmour. But it is a lovely box. Really, really nice gloss with the Atmos. So it's one of these clamshell opens, so the top actually opens up. That's where that sticker is going to end up living. And inside here, we have this sort of nice, sort of indigo box that you pull out with the ribbon. And this is the box where all this music will be. Underneath that, we actually have in package. So we'll see. It's actually shrunk wrap, the actual photography book itself. We're going to open that up in a second. First, let's look at the music, which hypothetically is the most important. And it's interesting. It's like a pocket box inside a pocket box. And inside here, we have this sort of indigo cardboard thing with the disc here. So this is the Luck and Strange Blu-ray. If I pull this guy out, so the full record, as well as the 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus tracks in Atmos and stereo. So that is the quote-unquote additional element. And again, to have analog and digital, the highest resolution digital and the highest resolution, as it were, highest um, capable analog medium, or at least analog presentation, is the way to go. I don't necessarily need all the CDs for a lot of these sets. What I would love is for the Blu-ray to contain all the digital information, or God forbid I could do that on streaming, have Atmos, which is much higher resolution at home, and to have vinyl when I'm actually just listening to the record. That gives me the choice that I am personally looking for as a consumer. So here's the record, LP1, as it were. So it's not just one disc. It is literally LP1 and LP2. LP1 is itself two LPs, as it were. And so, again, really nice sort of gloss finish. That same image of him on the back. On the inside, more photographs. And the records themselves, again, there's been so many of these that have been color vinyl variants, etc. My first disappointment, you know, I certainly have said this multiple times, but what we have here is simply paper sleeves. And I would have liked these to be, you can see I'm putting my hand through the hole. This should have been polylined. But the records themselves actually look reasonably clean, all things considered. This is side A and B. And I'll look at the same. Oh, I lied. So here I thought with a fancy gatefold that it was actually not going to fit on one record. But on the first thing in the gatefold was a record, which is usually where the booklet goes. But the second part of the gate sleeve is where this additional booklet is. So we have this fancy booklet with all of these elements all included within, and production. So that's interesting. Here I got all excited thinking we're actually getting 3 records. But no, it really is one LP followed by the other LP. And here is the bonus material. Is sort of more esoteric cover. Another picture of him with one of his 10 million guitars. With the 5 tracks, the 5 bonus tracks available on this. And the record itself, again, paper sleeve, not polylined, black vinyl. And looks reasonably fine. Again, for paper sleeve, I'm not seeing too much. It's actually relatively good quality paper sleeves, but of course these are going to go through the gritter and be cleaned up and all of that. Which brings us to the last part of this. Underneath, again, our little sort of tucked box here. Let us look at this Luck and Strange book as we open this up. Not too much drama. Part of me is like, oh, you got to keep this mint. I'm like, well, you don't buy a box like this to not open this stuff. That seems kind of foolish. Even though this is obviously bonus material for me, the real thing for me is the music. And it'll be interesting. I think I'm going to listen to it first on vinyl and then the Atmos mix. I'm looking for the Atmos mix to sort of open up a record that I've already heard rather than be my first impression of it. But, you know, I get the choice. And then the book itself with that same indigo in there. Photography by Polly Sampson. And yeah, it's just a series of images shot during it. So a nice little, very much a supplement, a bonus. But, you know, different lyrics, different elements in here. Nice little hardcover book that sort of makes special this, one of the latter day, as it were, productions from Mr. Gilmour. What's really nice about this actually is the details here, the full details about the entire package located here, all the mastering, all of what's included, the additional artwork, etc., all in here, all in a nice place, including every instrumentation of because they had so many people coming and going during the production, who's playing on what, including former members of Pink Floyd. Before they passed away. Mr. Wright actually showing up on piano. So that is our look at the latest David Gilmour release, Luck and Strange, the crazy deluxe version, both with LP and Blu-ray with the Atmos audio. I look forward to listening to it. Thank you so much for watching. For thatshelf.com, I'm Jason Gorber. Please subscribe, follow us on social media, leave comments below. We will see you next time. All the best. Take care.